Okay, Halloween is here, of course. A lot of people sending out their kids with all the fun costumes. And kids want candy as they walk around in their costumes, right? But the real scare could be behind the wheel as little ghosts and goblins hit the streets. We've got to be very careful.
Yeah, they're focused on candy and the parents are focused on safety.
Right.
Our Rachel Cox Rosen breaks down the traffic hotspots and how to keep your kids safe while trick-or-treating.
GDOT says to expect extra traffic on interstates until 8 p.m. today and then tomorrow from noon to 6 p.m. as folks continue to celebrate Halloween throughout the weekend. They also released a map marking Halloween hotspots on surface streets. And as you can see from this map here, it's pretty much everywhere in Metro Atlanta. So Northwest and East Atlanta, in Buckhead, in downtown, and in West, East, and South Atlanta. So driving, make sure to be careful this weekend. Doug Turnbull has more on that.
All right. Halloween is always a festive time of year, festive day, but especially on a Friday. This is our first weekend Halloween day that we've had in a while. And that means there are going to be more people out trick-or-treating, great weather, but also more people out driving on the roads. And that can actually be a hurtful or lethal recipe. And I spoke to AAA's Montre Waiters about this, who has some tips for pedestrians, those trick-or-treaters on foot. You want to listen to this.
Make sure that the kids are dressed in light-colored costumes or add reflective tape. You know, I know some of them want to be very dark and gloomy looking. So if that's the case, add reflective tape. Also, glow sticks and flashlights are a must.
Now, Waiters also warns people on foot to use sidewalks, crosswalks when possible, to limit their distractions too, especially those earbuds there. You never know when you're going to be out in traffic and someone's going to be coming along. Now, we're all in neighborhoods here. We're on a Friday. People are out driving. You kind of let your guard down in neighborhoods, both on foot and behind the wheel. And drivers out, of course, are going to be out partying, and there's just a higher likelihood of drinking and driving. AAA says that children are twice as likely to get hit by a vehicle on Halloween, and also they say that a high percentage of drunk driving crashes end up being fatal. Look at this.
In 2023, half of Halloween crash deaths involved alcohol.
So Waters urges drivers, see here, to dial down your speeds, limit those distractions, and of course, to drive sober. Now, whether it's drivers or pedestrians, you need to be alert at all times out there on these roadways to have a safe Halloween. Remember, no drinking and driving once again. And one more thing, if you're out trick-or-treating in your neighborhood there, and their cars parked on the street, before popping out from behind those cars, be sure you look both ways. And drivers, if you're on the street with parked cars, watch for any kids that may go darting out in the street. Doug Turnbull, 11 Alive News.